What's going on YouTube? Earthpower here, bringing you a deck profile. Today I have my Force of Control, the Nature Water Dark Light. It's like a control, techie, kind of weird deck that I threw together this night. And
This night?
This night. Is it last night yet? It's last night. So I threw it together last night and it just kind of worked out. I played it on CVH's channel against his Force of Control. You guys can go to his channel, link down below, and check that out. He's on camera right now.
What's up? And on his own channel, against my Fire Dark Rush.
Where it got the swiftest of hands, you guys saw that. So, let's get right into the profile here. You guys are going to be seeing this a little more in the future. I still want to test it out and play around with it some more. So
At League?
I think, well, yeah, hopefully. So, I think it would, it definitely deserves to be fixed up in a little bit and tested some more. To start off, we'll start with nature. Got two Lepidos the Ancient. He was the main idea behind it. I had the idea back when we were all together and thinking about stuff, but like Orion, Lepidos, making those two work together, and so we were talking about like nature light, and I just decided to throw the two more civs in there, put some water in there for draw, put some dark in there for discard, and this is what came out of it. So two Lepidos, the main crux of the deck, if you will, the whole idea behind the deck entirely. Doesn't really work out too often. I wind up just beating down with Lepidos or
Orion,
but yeah. Two Gigahorn Chargers, two Search, all the big guys. As you will see later, I'm running a Wooooo and then two Orions. So Gigahorn Charger searches them, and then it searches the blockers as well. So good stuff there. Then we've got the spells for mana game, mana ramp. We've got 3 Reap and Sow. I really like this card in control. CVH turned me onto it with his Force of Control, so I figured, why not give it a shot and do something crazy with it. And then 1 Sprout. It lets me get up to the turn 4 plays, which I have a ton. I've got Fumes, the blockers, and
it's also his last shield whenever he complains about not having shield blasts.
Yeah. And it gets
the irony, YouTube.
It gets me to Reap and Sow so I can build, and I can get to like 6 mana by turn 4, so it's kind of cool. So for that reason, I'm just running 1. It's not super crucial, but I like having it. And then 2 Tendril Grasp. It poops all over Rush, and it just puts in random work against people who like to summon a lot of Seneschals. We
were both playing like 2 or 3 Tendril Grasps, and none of our fields were ever like...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running 4 3-drop creatures and 3 2-drop creatures. So Tendril Grasp doesn't hit a lot for my deck, so I don't mind running it. So... And it's just good.
I mean, even if it does, it might not be the worst. You're clearing their whole field, returning one of your Sun-Stalk Seeds, and you can get to Lepidos next turn.
Indeed. So it works out. Moving on to light, we've got the blocker lineup. I'm running 3 Sun-Stalk Seed, just standard 2-drop blocker. 1 Star Lanturn. I like this guy. It's kind of fun to see off Orion, if it ever happens. And on top of that, I just like running it against like Rush and stuff like that.
It combos kind of well with Lepidos.
Yep.
Randomly.
So it just does some neat stuff. I figured I'd tech one in here, see how it works. I didn't ever really get to play it in either of the 2 matches, but I mean, it's there, so it puts in work randomly. 2 Keeper of Clouds, 4 5000, stops Gila Flame, just pretty much becomes a big body that I can kill stuff with, and it stops the majority of all the little creatures that get summoned outside of finishers. And then 1 Wooooo, pseudo blocker, finisher, just putting in lots of work. I run a lot of tap in here with the Orions and the Holy Alls, so Wooooo can swing in and then untap, so it's really, really versatile. It does just about anything I need it to once I drop it. So apparently it's really hard to get rid of, too. So
no, that was the Orion.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I pitted the Wooooo.
That's true. I pitted the Wooooo, the Lepidos, and then I had an Orion.
Yeah, I only had 2 pits. You had 3 double riggers. You cheater.
Hey man, I just opened like that. I was fearing the Skull Shatter the whole time.
I was fearing the Skull Shatter.
I've got 2 Keeper of Dawn in here because the deck is like super toolboxy. I'm running a lot of tech cards, so it gets back any of the spells I need at any time. I can discard them early if I'm getting hit with random discards. So Keeper just toolboxes the whole deck for me pretty much. And then 2 Orion, the other main finisher on top of Lepidos. Cool things that can happen. I can drop Lepidos and then follow it up with an Orion and then swing off stuff with Lepidos and send shields to the mana zone.
The actual coolest part about this card is that Boltail can't kill it.
Yeah, nothing can really kill this guy. There's not a lot out there that gets played.
Lame spike.
Yeah, well, standard stuff. And then I've got pits and stuff to deal with that. So, I mean, Orion's just super huge, and then it's got a neat effect too. If they decide to kill it, I can reveal the top 3 cards and if summon any of the light creatures out of it. So I mean, I've got a lot. I've got Keeper Clouds and then all of the blockers that you guys saw, including Wooooo. So cool things could happen. You never know. He hasn't died yet, so I haven't really gotten to use the effect. But if it happens, get ready, YouTube.
So many combos that we just can't explain yet.
Yeah. And then the final light cards are 3 Stormspark Blasts. It's just really good. Just win conditions, taps everything.
Tell them why you're running Stormspark Blast, Carl. Tell them.
Everything.
Stop.
Just extra
Next
stuff for
card.
Lepidos. Just super cool. Love Stormspark. Moving on to the... It's kind of like the backbone of this deck a little bit. I just wanted to run a small water section. I'm running 3 Seneschal and 3 Logos for draw, and then I've got a Reef-Prince Glu-Uurgle and a Crystal Memory to sort of search the deck on top of the Gigahorn Charger. So
why not 2 memory instead of the Reef-Prince? Some random thing.
I wanted to try the Reef-Prince. I'm only running the 2 Keeper Clouds and the 2 Gigahorn Chargers for 5 drops, and I felt like Reef-Prince Glu-Uurgle, yeah, or Keeper of Dawn, whatever. But Reef-Prince Glu-Uurgle hasn't really been seeing a lot of play lately, so I figured I'd give him a shot in this deck, see if he did anything.
I'm a good Reef-Prince Glu-Uurgle.
It's sort of working out. He's a cool body to have and do random stuff with. And then the last water card is the 1 Milporo.
Good lord.
Random tapping stuff. I only have one, so I'm only tagging
stuff.
one, or for returning stuff to the top of the deck. So.
You should run a water spout because it's searchable with
No, that's true. I should run a water spout. That's kind of cool.
Or King Coral. King Coral.
With no Leviathans. No, just
Does
return
it?
everything level 4 by himself. Yeah, could be cool. So, yeah, tech choices. Milporo, King Coral, Water Spout Gargoyle. Let me know what you guys think. Switch them up. And then we've got Darkness, which is a pretty big civ in this deck for being a support civ. But we've got all the discard, 2 Fumes, 2 Razorkinder Puppet, a Specter Claw, because I can combo it with Keeper of Dawn, and then a Skull Shatter, because I've got the mana ramp and all that, so I can get it off early when they're still trying to build the hand and kind of just disrupt everything they got going on. So 6 discard cards. Good stuff.
Yeah, Skull Shatter is super good in that deck.
And then the 1 Dark Return gets me back anything. I'm thinking
I don't know.
I'm thinking about going to 2, because there are times like early on where I just throw it down a mana because I don't need it early on, and then later in the game I really wish I had another one. So I'm thinking about 2 in here. I don't know yet. It can kind of be a dead draw sometimes, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. And then all the removal, the kill stuff. I've got 1 Razorkinder.
Which is strange. Explain it.
It hasn't been seeing a lot of play lately. I like it in here just because I'm not running like Medusa and all that, and I think that's why he's kind of been outclassed lately, as far as like these control decks that are getting played now, because people are running the Medusa engine.
Yeah, I'm just saying like it doesn't deal with like any of the evolutions or Boltail or any of that.
Yeah. So I mean, I run him. He deals with random finishers, like he'll.
Yeah, he beat over my
Yeah,
Unchained.
he kind of killed Unchained, which was kind of cool earlier. And I think he's still good. He can bounce. You can bounce stuff with the Milporo and then drop the Razorkinder on just random stuff. It gets rid of like little guys that later on and just provides a big body. So I mean, I still think he has his uses, but I'm only running 1. Again, it is a tech. And then the 3 Bone Blades and the 3 Terror Pits, rounding me off at 16 triggers in this 47 card deck.
Cool.
So I really like the deck. Like I said, I just threw it together randomly, so I haven't really fixed it up or looked it over too terribly hard as far as like critically enough to make changes right now. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And leave a comment, let me know what you think, and check out all the social links below. Leave a like if you enjoy the deck. If you guys want to try it, 4 Civ controls are super fun, super techy, super toolboxy, all that fun stuff. And yeah, check out the social links, Facebook, the Twitter, CVH on his channel, on his Twitter. Those links will be down below. And hopefully guys, we'll see you next time.
Peach.
Peach.